Ariel Helwani in Boston alongside Norman Parke, who meets Gleison Tibau this Saturday at UFC Fight Night Boston, live on Fox Sports 1. Norman, it's good to see you. A very important fight for you, and it feels like we're in Dublin all over again here with all the hype and all the Irish fighters on the card. Do you feel like you're a part of this as well? Because it always kind of feels like, at least to me, an outsider who may not be as entrenched in the history and the politics. They talk about the SBG guys, and then they say, oh, and Norman Parke too. So do you feel included in all of this?
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't say, that I'm just a part. I am a part of this here. I feel in my eyes like I'm from Northern Ireland, which, we're all a fighting nation as one. North or south of the border, we're all a fighting nation. I was born and bred in the country of Northern Ireland, so I represent the Northern Irish. And I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a great show. There's a great hype. We got all the same fighters from Dublin. And it feels like just a repeat. I feel right at home here, but just on a larger scale, should you say.
How have the people of Boston received you thus far?
They're great. I just came here and I think I saw about 10 people storming Norman. So, yeah, they're all great. They're passionate. It's that American Irish. They're passionate. They love to see their own do pretty well, and that's it. They got a great following. They follow, like, they've been following Conor everywhere. They've been following all the other guys like Cahill, Paddy Holohan, Aisling Daly. So it's great to see that it's expanding into the American side of things. So it's only great for the sport also.
I saw a picture recently, just a couple of days ago, of you training with the SBG guys, which I thought was very nice. And someone mentioned, I think it was Carl Pendra, that we don't pay attention to the borders. But Conor wasn't in the picture, and there's been maybe in the past a back and forth between you two. Is everything okay now between you guys?
Well, I don't know. To be honest, I chat away to Cahill, all the rest of the lads from SBG, but Conor wasn't there. I think he was doing some media stuff. And I bumped into Conor at the elevator as I was going to, he came out of the elevator and it was like, hi, how's it going? And it was just like a quick, you all right? And he kind of walked off. But I don't know, I wanted to kind of chat to him to see what's up with him, how his weight cut's going. But I guess he's probably just in the frame of mind. There's a lot of shit going on, there's a lot of interviews he has to do. So I'm sure there's a lot of pressure that way. So he's doing his own thing, really. So it's great to see.
You were supposed to fight in November against Diego Sanchez. This was a fight a lot of people were excited about. Your stare downs were great. The fight never came to fruition. It was in Mexico. It was a very big deal. How disappointing was that for you?
Yeah, that was a huge disappointment. That was the fight that people wanted to see where I was at in the division, to see if I belonged in the top tier, which I firmly believe. I firmly believe that I'm already in there. In this sport, you got to believe 100% that you that you're there. Once you have upstairs, then you're halfway there anyway, maybe even more. So that never came off. I got injured, and then Diego got injured. So I got this great turnaround here in Boston. I knew I was meant to fight Jorge Masvidal, which would have been a perfect fight, the fight I really wanted. And then he got injured, so I got Tibau, which is even still a great opponent as well. But I still feel it's going to be the same result anyway. I'm still going to move up the ladder, win here, be in the top 15, and then go from there.
Do you already know who you want next?
Well, I know there's one lad that people don't want to fight. They don't want to fight the Russian lad, and I feel like that's
Nurmagomedov?
Yeah, the one that wears the wig. Yeah, the one that wears the wig. I feel like people are saying that because he's undefeated, that his sambo's good, but he's actually a very good judo player. And people underestimate judo in the sport. For instance, you look at Ronda Rousey; she dominates everyone with her good judo. You got like Jack Array, great judo player as well. You got Nurmagomedov, great judo. People never talk about that he's got judo, but he was a good judo player. I got great judo. I've never ever shown it in the UFC, but maybe here on Sunday night you'll be able to see a taste of that there. All them little hip throws, foot sweeps, and don't be surprised if you see me take him down. Believe me, I'm telling you, people are saying that he's going to take me down and control me, but I cannot see that happening at all. And if he does take me down, I'm just going to get straight back up again. And that's it. But I feel like nobody wants to fight the Russian, like they're dodging him. That's what I can see. But I feel that would be a great contest. So I'd get past Tibau, and that would be perfect. I know he'll probably need a warm-up fight because there's too many people lining up to fight for the title. I know he's meant to fight for the title, but it'll probably not be for a while. So if he needs a warm-up fight, I'm going to be here. I ain't going nowhere. And I can rest assured you that no one's going to ragdoll me about.
Well, I look forward to your fight on Sunday. Great stuff. Best of luck to you.
Cheers. Thank you.